Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the show. We just started, so I'll move it this way. There we go, so you can kind of see the pretty face on me. I'll angle this up just ever so slightly. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to another show. Going to get into the comments here. Hello, Mr. Doug Fry. Geez, you beat you beat Jeremy on here tonight. What's that all about? Let's see. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, Paul. Keep moving, not seeing it yet. Hi, you're funny. Playing darts tonight, or you just drinking, Dougie? Aw, that's to you, Paulie Bump. Happy Memorial Day to you too, sir. Hope you enjoyed your day off if you had that opportunity or whatever you were doing. Oh, some hot in here. It's like a sauna. All right. Got a good show for us on hand tonight. Look at this. Look at this. A brand new CD. Brand new CD from the man himself. The man who helped one half of the Harvey crew. The other half being Sheila, of course. We all know the last name of Harvey. God damn it, I can't open this stupid thing up. There we go. Talking about Ron Harvey, Sheila Harvey produced Dorina Harvey. So we get to play his music tonight. And I am super excited. I'm sure by now you've heard. We got the interview locked in. Locked in with Dorina Harvey. Here we go. Well, good evening, Newfoundlanders and those who wish to be. It is I, Dean Clark, again on a show called Jigs Reels. We welcome all of you to another fantastic Newfoundland music show. We've got a lineup for you tonight. I am so excited about tonight's show. Let me just grab my notes because I'm getting old. So, first off, happy Memorial Day to our American friends here and far. Hello, Patty Critch. Patty Critch is online. We got our behind-the-scenes stuff on the go here. You want to see some fun, you want to see the comments, and eventually you're going to end up talking to some of the artists and the musicians because they do log on as well. Jeremy Jones on right now. My buddy Wetter is on. Dana's on. My American friend Paul Bump is on. Dave Fitz will be on here very soon. Doug Fry made a funny comment. Ha ha. See, it's all about that. It's all about the fun stuff. And then I get to stare at you at the screen and kind of make those silly faces as I'm doing to Doug right now. And Karen and Uncle Robert's online tonight from Dildo, Newfoundland. Again, that is on the YouTube or on the Facebook Live channel. Do subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get notified. Tonight's show, again, happy Memorial Day to the American friends. This band has been around for a very long time. You saw it on my post. 1981 is when they formed. It is an honor and a pleasure to have these pioneers of Newfoundland country music, in my opinion, underrated, to be honest with you. They launched their first CD back in 1988, and that's the year Jigs Reels 1.0 started back on this station and went on for 20 years. And I remember having the cassette somewhere at home, but these guys, again, pioneers, the OGs, and you know what? They're still going strong. They are still going strong. I'm talking about Newfie Fever. So we're going to talk to Cyril Engram tonight about the past, present, and future. It's going to be a time. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a lot of laughter. These guys have been around a long time, and we're going to talk to them. Let's see. We also have, I counted 12 new songs tonight. That almost takes up the show. It's incredible. Artists, like, where the heck did they go? Let's just go in here. I will tell you the artists that I'm playing tonight. Are you ready? Asetha Power is coming out with a new CD. That I'm going to play a track from. Darcy Scott, Dolly Dunn, Full Rigged Ship, Judy Brazil, a new CD from her. This is an unreleased track. Leo Wall, another unreleased track. Mike Blanchard, continuing on with his amazing follow-up to the last track we did. The Little Newfoundland Town is going to be played tonight. Randy Matthews has got a new song out that was just done on May 27th. Today's the 29th. I've got that song. Robyn Slade, Scoggins Head, The Mighty Ship, and Tom Pinsent, all on tonight. Doug Fry reminded me our thoughts and prayers are going out to those in Nova Scotia for those wildfires that are taking place out there. John Drakes, I know, saw some posts out of you. Audrey Wheeler, everybody that's in Nova Scotia, please, our prayers and thoughts are with you to get through this troubling time. Again, out west, all across the country, the wildfires are going crazy. So again, do be careful and do have those people in your thoughts. So without further ado, let's kick off tonight's show, shall we? This is a new song that I just got earlier today. I'd say, about an hour, Dave? About an hour ago? Fitz and Wiseman. All right. Clyde Wiseman's two younger and talented, just as talented brothers, Perry and Sean. This is The Last Goodbye on Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR. All right, there we go. Woo! Oh, shit. Wow, almost forgot. This is God's second nectar. Aside from beer, of course. Oh, cheers, everyone. Here's to that. Oh, woo. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It's beautiful here in Ontario. The sun is shining. It's hot. The top is down on the Jeep. I went topless over the weekend. Whoa! Unlike my buddy Paul Bump, who doesn't take the top. I know, Paul, the reason why you don't take the top off. No, I didn't forget. I'm drinking water tonight. Jeremy, good for you. I didn't see Paul would take the top off his Jeep, but his hair would get all messed up. So I understand why you didn't, Paul. I get it. Yeah, Johnny, I'll tell you, buddy, when you come with us next year on St. Paddy's Day, you will have to you'll have to come and check it all out. It's going to be awesome. You all might see these guys. You know what? This tan is from the top down on the Jeep. Everywhere else is white. I got the farmer's tan. And Aunt Karen, I know you're on, and you would love this. Remember when Uncle Robert used to do the hay in Poppy's field? And he'd be, because he's a ginger already, he is always red. It's like Francis. It's like cousin Francis. He takes the shirt off, and everywhere else is all red. But this is as white as this. Oh, man. Oh, those good old days. Oh, of that. Oh, man. Of Poppy cutting the hay with an old sigh. Poppy did that by hand all the way up until he was at least 70 years old. At least 70 years old, he did that. Now, this guy here is the father of the one and only Dorina Harvey. Listen to the chops on this guy. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, I got my business cards in. I never said that. I got my business cards in. And remember, go to Atlantic Music and get your shirts. Dane and I kind of worked on a plan of what we're going to do. And you want to do it, okay? You want to get your shirts. And I'll announce it next Monday night as to what's going to happen. I know there's still some time because really, actually 2 months from today, I will be at the George Street Festival along with Paul, along with Doug, along with Asetha. But during the day, I left a message for Pauline today at the Route 66 because that's where we're going to be having some fun starting at noon. So many people are going to be coming out to that one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Tired today. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Johnny? Yeah, Kevin, you got to. You got to. It's going to be fun. June the 10th. 3 more weekends? 2 more Sundays. Father's Day weekend is when it's on. So the weather is cold down in Newfoundland. Hey there, Doug. Well, I'll make sure to keep some of this heat for you when you come up here, okay? I'll make sure to keep some of the heat for you up here, buddy. Don't you worry about that. I got you covered, Dougie. Man, oh man, oh man. Did you say last week, Doug, that your darts are done for the week? Oh. Oh, don't you worry. And taking you to Morty's, Dougie. Don't you worry. I know, right? Hey, Paul? Can't wait to see these guys live. So how many of you guys know Jamie Warren? Does that name sound familiar for you guys out there? Jamie Warren. He's a Canadian country singer, old-time guy, been around for a long time. I understand he was in Newfoundland over the last little bit. And Jamie and I used to do some stuff when I used to work for another station, CKGL, the country station here in town, when I used to be on air and did promotions. That's how I actually met Jamie back then. Great guy. Yeah, he was performing some stuff there. Dougie, they don't last long enough to go warm. Dana had her market this Saturday and Sunday, and she did very successful. She was very successful at her craft market in Paris. So needless to say, she bought supper both Saturday night and Sunday night at Morty's. It was awesome. Really, really good. And yes, you should. Yes, you should. But yeah. Yeah, it was a fun time. Wings and pizza Saturday night. And then what did we do? Oh, yeah, we had wings and all-dressed fries. Yeah, I know you're Kevin. I met you several times. You're not a weirdo. You're different. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being different. So, Patty, you're out west. How's everything out west? The fires are gone out there, or are they still going strong? You must have some music from Newfie Fever here, Jeremy. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. On the dance floor, usual place again. Down there at the bar, tuck into him again. You don't love him. Hello, Mr. Fitz. How are you now? You good, Dave? You'll be in my arms tonight. I'm really glad we do this behind the scenes because it would really suck if I was singing by myself. At least I'm singing for somebody. And I know you can't throw quarters at me. Did you know when I was talking with Cyril, not too many radio stations have interviewed him. So it's great. Hello, Jim Shanahan. Jim Shanahan, part of the Scoggins Head. And I gotta obviously ask you about that and where the hell that name came from. Great name. Great name. But let me tell you, great name. I'll just leave it at that. We're just going to stop there. Oh, Kevin. So you see Dave online here. And I've said this every single time. Dave, and I know how humble you are, but Dave is the guy. Okay? Silly Cove Records, Pharos Music, they send me some stuff. But this Dave guy, at least 5 out of the 12 he has sent me belong from him. He has either produced, recorded, played backing instruments. So yes, so when I say I get lots of new music, and all these artists that Dave sends me, they know they're going to get their music heard on the air here. It may not happen anywhere else, and it really sucks that it doesn't because they're such talented individuals. But I'm also glad that I'm giving them that start and that kick because not only do you get to hear it live, it's going to be on Spotify, Apple Music. It's there forever. So then they can play it back for their friends and family and just listen to other new music. And then when you go out to town or wherever, then you go see them. And that's the idea behind this. Definitely behind the scene behind this. Jigs Reels 98.5 CKWR. That is, of course, Dave and Aubrey and In My Arms Tonight. Another pair of Newfoundland Country OGs, I guess they say, the GOATs. The thing is we talked about the GOATs, Newfie Fever, Cyril Engram. Yes, greatest of all time. Somebody on the behind the scenes said they're very like a part of Harv Bishop, okay, and Ray McLean and that sort of stuff. It's that style. So we're going to play a number of tracks from Newfie Fever tonight because I think it's, again, they're a very underrated band, but they're talented as hell. And they've been around a long time. And you know what? It's that type of music that will never, ever, ever go away. Okay, we're going to feature some of that from their very first song that was released in 1988 to some stuff that was just released not too long ago. In that set, Ron Harvey, of course, Johnny online there behind the scenes said now he knows where Dorina gets the energy from. Yes, Ron Harvey of Labrador, now living in the city, gonna retire. Last goodbye, Fitz and Wiseman kitchen party in there as well too, and too many lies. It is 6:20 in about 10 more minutes. We will have a chat with Cyril Engram. But before we do, this young lady has her song along with the lyrics on Spotify now. I've told you, when I first played her song, she is going to go somewhere. Her songs are now being played across Canada on some radio stations, and it's so great to hear. But this right here is Jenny Mallard. The song is called The Anchor on Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. It's another female that I cannot wait to see live. This is one of those ones I would love to, you know, she has that sound of a Dorina Harvey mix. You kind of hear that in the background. Hello, Willoughby Baker. And back to yours, Jeremy, you're right. I don't play the songs for myself. I don't. Every week is completely different. You see the song lists on my page. So I don't do it for myself because, you know what, I'm biased. I love all the music I play. Jenny Mallard, hands down, when I first heard her music, I had to get her on. I had to play her songs. Because, again, her voice is that commercial radio sound. And again, it's not that I'm trying to launch people because I'm a very small fish in the big Atlantic Ocean, in the Bay of Trinity, just outside of Heart's Desire. Hello, Roger. You know, so Dave and I have been talking. There's a handful of people that are watching this, and the goal that I have in my mind for January 1st is going to blow you guys away. Again, not for me, but for you and all my listeners. There's yeah. Trust me. It's Jigs and Reels is going to the next level come 2024. And I will announce this across the air, but because you guys are doing the behind the scenes, you get to hear this shit. It's because of you that I'm doing this. And of course, you know, Dana's a big part of this. She pushed me to do this. Not pushed. I always had the passion that I wanted to do it again. And Dana just said, why don't you? I didn't have an answer. And so I came back and they had a spot open. It took a year to freaking do it because of COVID. But it's just almost been 2 years now. It's a year and a half. And I'm almost at 2,200 followers on Facebook. The shirts are selling. The recognition. But again, that's not why I do it. Again, I feed off of what you guys do. And getting emotional. You know, and I'm humble when it comes to that because I thank you guys. I thank you guys a lot. Because if it's not for you or all the music or especially my number one fan, my number two fan, Dave, I wouldn't have the music. I wouldn't have this passion. I don't have this love. And I've got this so much love and so much passion to take this show. And I'm doing it for you. It's not for me. I'm doing it all for you guys listening and watching. And 2024, guys. It's a place that I've never thought I'd ever go. Ever. So So definitely stay tuned, spread the word. And I look forward to meeting as many as I possibly can when we're down home in July. I will be coherent as best as I possibly can, of course, because you know how it goes. When in Rome. And that's exactly it. This music, In My Arms Tonight, Dave and Aubrey, that's from my parents' era. And yet, listening and watching you guys, your parents listen to that. My parents listen to that. My grandparents listen to that. And, it's cyclical. It goes on. So that's definitely why I love doing what I do. Yeah. So there. How's that sound? You guys almost made me tear up there. Just so you know. This song isn't what you're talking about, by the way. Oh, buddy, Dougie, you're gonna have to hold me up. 280 pounds here. 6'2", 6'1.5", and eating pizza. Oh, you have no idea. Keith's Diner. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Keith's Diner. You're right, Johnny. I did. You're right. All right, I'm going to make a quick telephone call here to my buddy out west. Hello, Mr. Engram. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, sir.
Good, sir. You're looking well.
Yeah.
I see you got your hair cut. That's good for you. I'm glad you got dressed for this on-telephone interview too, buddy. Oh, how's things out west?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's about 22, 23 degrees, and sitting in the shade here. It's beautiful.
Nice. Have a drink in hand, or you just chilling?
No, I've got a drink. You wouldn't believe it, just a drink of milk,
Well, that's good enough. That's good enough. I'm sure.
My day, if that's
I was just going to say, you've been around a while, sir.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to play your very first track, and then we're going to get in and talk to you. How's that?
That sounds good, Dean.
Buddy. Are you were you near any of the fires or anything like that out there, or no?
Not out here, but you mean in Nova Scotia?
Oh yeah, you're out west. Where are you again? You're out west, right?
No. That's up the other side of Fort Mac, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the other side of Fort Mac, and but geez, no, they certainly got it bad back in Nova Scotia too.
Yeah, we've been talking. Yeah, we've been talking about that on the behind the scenes, man. It's yeah.
Just what penny in.
What?
Yeah, he lost everything. His house blew up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's quite a thing, and yeah, not a thing.
Nope.
Nope. They were happen to be out.
Hold that thought. Jigs Reels 98.5 CKWR. We're going to play one more, and then we are going to talk to the man behind the scenes on this song. We're talking about Newfie Fever. This was their first track back in 1988. Lost of the SS Caribou. Jigs Reels. Yeah, I remember playing this one when I first got this song, man. This cassette from you guys back in late 1988.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patty. Hello, O'Brien's. Yeah, no, going back a long time, man, and I still cannot believe that no one has interviewed you or talked to you about, you know, who you guys are. That blows my mind, man.
We did have a short interview on a radio station in Antigonish by Augusta McKenna when we were playing down there in the 80s. We struck Antigonish, so to speak, in 83 or 84. Because we were usually playing in the Legions in Halifax, Dartmouth area.
Yep.
For 2 years.
Yep.
And then someone picked us up, and we started playing out of town. And at Canso, but we settled, so to speak, in Antigonish. And yeah, we got a couple of interviews on the radio station there, but that's the only two that we ever had during our go at the music. So this invite from you.
That is just, that blows my mind, because again, everybody that's on the behind the scenes are talking about how you are, you know, you're pioneers. You guys set the stage for a lot of stuff on things, and man, I tell you, it blows my. You guys got time, but we're going to talk about that on the air. Let's hold that thought. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to ask you, because you know how many songs you've done, you know how many albums you've done. I can't even begin to count. So
We've done about 14.
What's that?
We did 6 at Newfie Fever in cassette form, and I did 2 on my own. And then since COVID come in, we've done 6 more.
That's absolutely insane.
6 years.
So 14 albums of music. 14 albums between Newfie Fever, Cyril, and of course, COVID helped you guys out as well. Because you guys started that, the Puffins, right? No.
The reason why COVID was good for us in a way is because it gave us a chance to write. But, you know, for 15 years, we weren't sharing the stage. And after, when we did get back together, we got back just before COVID started. And, you know, it was very interesting the first time we played. We played from 9 to 1 on a Saturday night, and they were lined up at 6 o'clock.
Oh, my God. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go, bud.
Yeah.
CKWR. Now is the perfect time to walk and hike our fantastic local trails. But before you explore the great outdoors, come indoors to Adventure Guide for all the gear you'll need. With the latest in clothing, footwear, and accessories, discover your outdoors at Adventure Guide.
All right, and we're back here on Jigs and Reels, and that was a little snippet of one of the Newfie Fever's very, 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 very first song, released back in 1988. Hard to believe, 1988. But this band got together back in 1981. I'm talking about Newfie Fever. And on the phone lines is a very good friend of mine, Cyril Engram. Cyril, welcome to the show. Finally get you on the air to talk about you, Newfie Fever, and everything that surrounds it. How are you tonight, sir?
Oh, very, very, very well indeed. It's good, and it's very enjoyable to know that you know, someone like yourself is given us a chance to probably tell a lot of people about us, how we started and all that stuff.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? On the post, I talked about how, you know, I think we talked off the air about you have 6 cassettes of Newfie Fever. I think I have all of them. The guys that are watching, Jeremy, I'm sure you've got some. But you're a household name because you're very traditional in the sense of pioneers of Newfoundland music. So talk about Newfie Fever. You started in 81. It's a long time.
started playing like just we'd have private house parties, and Rolly would be playing the accordion, I would play the guitar and sing a bit.
Yep.
And eventually we used to play at a social old colony club in Dartmouth, and we'll go there Friday nights, and anybody who could play and sing used to get up and do their thing. So Rolly and I did a bit of that, and then we did some listening in the Legion, the Royal Canadian Legions in the afternoon to people like one good friend of ours, the Newfie Bullet. He was doing a one-man show, and through him we got into the Legion to, I would sing a few songs or whatever, and then, people like what you do, so
Yep.
we formed our band within a year or so. Rolly and I formed a band called Newfie Fever. It was a spin-off, really, from Newfie Bullet,
Yeah.
which was the Mike Carney. And, the Legions were the thing in the afternoon matinees. And the first year we got together was about 30 bookings. But the next year we had gotten on a bit. And people sort of like what we did, I guess. And we ended up with about 150 bookings for the year.
Wow.
And, and a year after that, we started to get people who were outside of town as far away as like 300 kilometers that used to visit the city, and they would come to the different Legions. And one person heard us, and we ended up going and starting to play out of town, and we were played out of town for 20 years.
Wow. And that, again, you think about where you started. Now, you started playing music around a time where, you had your Dave and Aubreys. You had your Rex Heavy. You had your Roy Payne, Dick Nolan, Harry Hibbs. You came in at a time just as Newfoundland music was making its way to the mainland. Because, again, it really wasn't exposed at that time or any time prior unless a Newfoundlander would bring it to this way. But here you are in the middle of it all, and now you're in the cusp of it, and you launched a CD back in 1988. What was the reception like when you launched that CD? How was it received?
Oh, it was well received, especially because of the song entitled "The Loss of the SS Caribou."
Right.
That was a year in the making of writing, with the research and all that stuff. The only thing, the song is long, but sometimes you have to have a certain length of verses
right.
To get your story across, and that was about as short as I could.
Without turning it into a novel with music.
We were quite influenced with Sim and I.
Yes.
Davies, Sim Savory, and that's where we went to get our first recording done, was at Sim's studio in Bellorum.
In Bellorum, yep.
Yep.
Yep. So then we talk about the first album to release, and you started playing around Newfoundland, Labrador, around the East Coast area. 6 albums to the name from Newfie Fever, and every one of them. Now, I got to ask, people are asking on behind the scenes here, before we get into the more, where can you still even get the original CD or the cassette at all, or are they just all on USB now?
Oh, no, I've got duplicating machines, and I can still duplicate the CD, and you can receive it. The address is on my Facebook and Rolly's Facebook. Our emails are there. Our telephone numbers are there. And you can just order it, and we can send it to you either way. We can send it to you in form of CD, or we can send it MP3.
Perfect. So that's what we'll do. So after tomorrow, when I talk about the lineup and the songs and stuff like that, I'll put the email address for you on there. And there's a couple of people on here that'll probably get in touch with you and get some CDs from you, of course, just so you know. So let's play another track. You got so many songs, and it's so hard to choose from, but I always like the name of this one, Down at the Pawn. I haven't listened to every song yet, so this is going to be new for me. Down at the Pawn Shop. Give me a little.
Gary Anderson, friend of mine who lives across the road from me.
Oh, nice. See, and I didn't even know that. I had no clue that he was your across the road neighbor.
He was for years and years in Lower Sackville in Nova Scotia, and yes, Gary was one of my favorite people in the world.
Well, there we go. So down at the pawn shop is what we're playing on Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to play the rubber boot jig and then holding up the wall. And then how does that sound for you there, Mr. Cyril?
Roy Payne, man, something else.
Oh, yeah.
Holding up the wall, that's a prize.
That's funny because that's actually what I'm going to be playing. It's like you looked at my sheets. You looked at my music sheet here of what I was going to play because I have that down as holding up the wall. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's going to be some people on the behind the scenes going to be ordering some music from you, buddy.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is what I want. I want to get you guys out there because you guys are pioneers and not a lot of people, they know who you are, but not who you are. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, get your name out there. I want to do everything in my power to get more Newfie Fever out there. And, you know, there's no vaccine for any Newfie Fever. I'll tell you that. You don't have to go get your second booster, your third booster. You don't have to get anything for this Newfie Fever.
Once you catch it, boy, you.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? There's not even cream for this Newfie Fever. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm going to play, like I said, the what?
We had so much fun. For 23 years, we had so much fun.
That's crazy, man. 23 years. Are you guys listening to that? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you know what? You haven't stopped. You're not stopping. You're still playing music. You're still performing.
Well, Rolly has an organization called Every Child Counts, Every Student Matters.
Yeah.
Rolly is a school teacher, and he started this organization some 20 years ago or more, and helping to educate people in places like Kenya, Madagascar, and Haiti, and over the last 20 years, I think it's between 4,000 and 5,000 students that he has helped to get an education, starting out with a hot meal a day, a uniform,
Jeez.
and enabling them to go to school.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. This guy, hello, Ron Harvey. Ron Harvey is online too. I'm sure, Cyril, you know who Ron Harvey is, right? The Iron City Ramblers, going way back into your time. Again, back to the early 80s, mid 80s. So we just got off we're talking behind the scenes. That is the Down at the Pawn Shop, your neighbor across the road, fine feller. And then we talked about Rolly doing some stuff, and it's been 23 years since you guys been together. And now you're still writing, you're still performing, and you said something about what Rolly's doing behind the scenes. Explain that to us.
He has an organization, Every Child Counts.
Mm-hmm.
And, he gets so much help from donations from people with recyclables. And we've been trying to do a dance for the last 7 years, once or twice a year. And we usually raise anywhere from $1,400 to $2,500 per dance, once or twice a year.
Wow.
And some of them have come to Canada to finish their education, and I've had a chance to meet a lot of them. Rolly has really made a difference in a lot of people's lives who have been less fortunate in being able to get an education.
What?
And in Haiti and in Costa Rica one year, we went for a vacation down there, and we took down 150 uniforms for children that had been raised through Rolly's organization. It's remarkable.
Holy crap, that's incredible. And of course, Rolly is a school teacher, a retired school teacher. No, he is a teacher still.
Well, he's retired, but I mean, he's a teacher, and Rolly is top shelf.
As far as teachers go.
I'm trying to think about the guy who used the word top shelf. Patty Daly in Newfoundland. That's his.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Top shelf.
Top shelf.
He is No, he still gets calls to go and substitute, and he's made a difference. He's good.
Good for him. You know what? And again, for you guys to keep doing what you're doing, I'm going to play a track here right now. This one is a little faster of all of them, a rubber boot jig. Who's playing the squeeze box on this?
Oh, Rolly.
Of course, the one and only. So here it is. It is called the rubber boot jig. Wow. Of course it is. Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR, some Newfie Fever. The next pandemic. I got Jared Waterman on, who, of course, I don't know if you follow him. My jujitsu Jared. He's, again, a fantastic singer, songwriter. Love him like another brother. Yeah, he's tuned in and behind the scenes, and Ron Harvey's on. And yeah, it's so much fun. So much fun. And it's an honor to have you on, Cyril. It's just been playing your music for so long and never having the opportunity to have this chat. I think it's wonderful.
I wish I had another 25 years.
What are you talking about? Of course you do. Don't be talking foolish, boy. You're only 77.
Yeah, that's all.
You're going to be playing the guitar and the squeeze box and Rolly's going to be there forever. They're going to wheel you in at the Clarenville home or the home there in Scotia and wherever, and you're going to be still trying to play your songs.
Thank you, Dave.
So then we'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll play Holding Up the Wall, and then we'll say goodbyes. And this was fun. I want to talk about your Facebook page, about how you guys are performing live every now and then on the behind the scenes. And oh Jesus, forgot that was quick. Jigs and Rails, 98.5 CKWR, rubber boot jig. Cyril Engram, Rolly there on the squeeze box, and Newfie Fever. We're talking with Cyril live on the air. And again, if you happen to miss any part of the show, tomorrow my good buddy Matt always does this. Love him. I love a lot of people. I'm in a loving mood tonight. I'm going to give you all a hug. Give you all a hug on the behind the scenes. Matt will be putting up the show on Spotify, so you can listen to it anytime, anywhere. And of course, you can tune in anytime on Monday nights. Anytime, tune in Monday nights at 6:00 when we start the show. So, Cyril, you still do a performance every now and then live on Facebook. Talk about that.
The only thing on Facebook, I've got a movie making program, and I take the songs that we've written lately, in the last 4 or 5 years, and I like to put some sort of video behind it because it's interesting, more interesting, I think, if you're listening to a song and you got some pictures, whether it's of just scenery, but a picture of a family and friends, and the last one that I did was Rolly's song that he wrote, one called "Home's the Best Place She's Ever Been."
Yes,
and that was a Newfoundland Rose. That's another one. This is on the last album that we did. And a stroll down memory lane. Rolly's written some beautiful, beautiful stuff.
And Poppy's Radio was the other one you had there. When was that one? That was Grandpa's Radio.
Grandpa's Radio. That was written by a friend of mine over the years, Ken Bobbitt. And Ken passed away at an early age in his 50s. And about maybe 4 or 5, 6 years before he passed, I was home one summer, and Ken said, "I've got a tape there with some songs on it." He said, "Why don't you listen to them?" And he said, "Maybe you could record one." And it's like some things happen. I misplaced the tape. And after Ken passed away, I found the tape. And Grandpa's Radio was a song that Ken Bobbitt had written. And to me, it's a real beautiful song. The imagery, the realness, the way he tells his story in the song.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just beautiful. And
well, as soon as I heard that, I was in touch with between you and just to get that song, because, and then of course immediately after that I had to play it on the air. Your songs are amazing at telling a story. All the ones you wrote or rewrote and sang behind, they all tell a magnificent story. And I've said this, and I'll say this until the day I die, Newfoundland songwriters are probably, and if not, they are the best songwriters in the world, because like you, the songs come from the heart. And when I look out my window, I look out the neighbor across the road. When I look out and walk down Bill Clark's Lane in Heart's Desire, I see nothing but field and I see ocean. And you can see the difference in the passion. And I'm sure that's where you get yours from, correct?
Yeah, you know, and also songs, I can wake up. Well, at my age, you never sleep all night now anyway. But, and most songwriters like Bud Davies, Rolly Harris, me, we can wake up at 1:45 in the morning and sit down, and if you don't write the whole song, you can write it all out in 10 or 15 minutes. It just happens.
You wake up from a dream and all of a sudden the thoughts just keep flowing and the words keep flowing, and you got to put the pen to paper and bam, here's your next song. Yeah. And that's such a talent. It's like a painter picking up a brush and finishing a painting, and it's stunning, just like songwriting. So all the songwriters out there, you know what? Don't ever stop doing what you're doing. Cyril, you have written how many songs? How many songs have you written? Do you even know?
Yeah, I've probably written 50, and that's not a lot. But Rolly has written hundreds of songs, and we're still recording. Yeah, these songs of Rolly's, and Rolly has a way about him. His songs, especially his romantic songs, like The Best Place, Home's the Best Place She's Ever Been. I think that's one of my favorites. The nicest way to end my day, or nicest way to start my day, is to wake up next to you or kissing you. Yep. He's got one written on the first tape we did called Through My Father's Eyes, and we've been going to redo that song just for the sake of redoing it. He would write it a little bit different now, probably, Dean. But yeah, and then the one, geez, there's just so many. Yeah. Lately, he's because he plays the guitar a little bit, you know, and enough to do the melodies. And he would send it to me. We're using a program called Band in the Box to help us with our melodies and instruments, because we don't play lead guitar or bass guitar, but we have the Band in the Box. Yep. Would send the files back and forth to each other, and he will send me a song, and he will have the melody mapped out and the chords mapped out, and then I will take and probably tweak it here, tweak it there. Sure. And, you know, that's the way we work. We work together. Of course. Of course. And what you release is magical. So without further ado, though, I do need to get on, and I want to play Holding Up the Wall from your newest album, Cyril. It has been an honor and a pleasure, my friend. There's a lot of people on the behind the scenes saying, you're an interesting character. You have a lot of stories to tell, and I should get you on again. And the answer to that is yes, I am going to have you and Rolly on, and we will do a full 90-minute interview with both of you and Newfie Fever in the next little bit. How does that sound for you? Oh, that sounds really good. And thanks so much. We really appreciate, on behalf of myself and Rolly, we really appreciate this interview. And yeah.
Perfect. Well, you're going to get a lot more followers after this, and of course, some more sales too, buddy.
All right.
Cyril Engram of Newfie Fever. Cyril, again, a pleasure. You stay safe and stay young, my friend.
All right. Thank you.
You bet you. Bye-bye. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. I could sit and talk to him for hours, but I cannot because we got new music to get onto. But I am going to play Holding Up the Wall. It's a song from Newfie Fever, Jigs and Reels. 98.5 CKWR. Woo! Yep, I agree. Hello, Stephen. Yeah, you know what? I agree. I love talking to guys like this, man. Glenn Pye. Glenn Pye, all the way back from the Philippines, who tried frog's legs. Glenn Pye is used to work with Dana at Toyota, is now out in Newfoundland and living everybody's dream. That's on the mainland. And he was just in the Philippines not too long ago. If you saw his pictures, gorgeous pictures, Glenn. But the frog's legs was a good one. Those quads, like I'm sure that frog could at least squat 3 crickets, at least. Those quads on that frog were massive. Yeah, I could listen to guys like that for hours. There's not enough time. But Doug, you don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do, Doug Fry. Trust me, I'd rather be having beers. I mean, you know. You do know, though, Doug, that nobody loves a baygirl like a baygirl does. You do know that, right, Doug? I wonder where I heard that phrase. The baygirl herself. Oh, at least 3 crickets. Yeah, so January, buddy. Guys, do not worry. It's going to be awesome. Oh, yeah, I got to go back because, Jared, you were saying at the ship, hang on, you see my fingers. The songwriter. Who are you with on Thursday night? It's you? No. Is it you? I have it written down here somewhere. Oh, shit. I have it written down here somewhere. You guys are too kind. Yeah, tell me who's on that, Jared. And of course, Jared, we are going to see you at Route 66, right? On June 29th, right? Right? Power lift, 5, 4, 5 crickets. I didn't say deadlift. He was, squat. He could squat 3 crickets. I love those behind the scenes, the songwriter circles that they do. Wanda turned me on to those. You bet, Doug Fry, July 29th in Route 66. Dave's going to try and get a drive down there. Even if I got to get him a horse and buggy, he's going. See, again, you listen to the voice on this, it's so traditional. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. That is, of course, Newfie Fever and Holding Up the Wall. Thank you again to Cyril Engram for that awesome chat. Just like sitting across the table from each other and, holding up. We weren't holding up the wall. We were holding up a couple of bottles of brown pops. Yeah. Do not forget the grand reopening of Freezerland, Newfoundland takes place June the 10th. It is the Father's Day weekend. Excited. Oh, we're going to have the unofficial Screech In, 709er, the Mighty Ship, as well as Luke Cox, all going to be performing on that Saturday afternoon. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, oh, that was a little bit of a teaser there. Geez, I almost had it. And there it is. There it is. Here it comes. Here it comes. Are you ready? You guys ready for it? Oh, yeah. We are going to have some fun tonight. Let's start it off, as you can hear in the background. Brand new music. It's my friend, Asetha Power. Listen to the words on this one, because nobody does. Oh, yeah. God damn, Asetha. Woo! Asetha Power. Wonderful. And you can wear Doug's jacket too. Not too many bay girls can do that. Not too many bay girls, can wear Doug's jacket. There's only one bay girl. Ah, Reba McEntire. Okay. I can't wait for you guys to come up to the mainland. I'm going to show you around. It'll take all of half an hour in Waterloo, but whatever. All I know is we're going to take you to Morty's. Johnny, you'll need to come out to that one, Johnny. Come out and meet Asetha. Okay, you guys are all in the behind the scenes and you're listening to this. From the very first song that Asetha did to this one here, Dave, you can attest to this. There is a maturity in her verse, in her voice, that's come through this song and through this new album. Again, I've never listened to a song yet, but there is such a maturity. She had maturity then, but there's just I'm trying to think, there's more confidence. There's more, just, she gives it all she can on this compared to what the other ones were. And again, they're all beautiful, but there's just, you can hear that in this song. It's like, yeah, I'm Asetha. I'm a bay girl. Screw the rest of you. I got the chops. Meaning, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody knows like the bay girl. Nobody loves like the bay girl. Love it. Love it. Winner. This one I didn't get a chance to play last week. I love Darcy Scott. Listen to this guy's voice. Listen to this off his new album. Seeing shadows, flowing names through the streets, hearing voices. Autumn air and it speaks to me. I've been sleeping on a bed of broken glass. I've been living every day. And again. You get to hear it all again tomorrow, Asetha. So listen to his voice. Oh, I know. I already know what she's got behind the scenes there, Dave. See, again, why are songs like this not being played across Canada on commercial radio? And the problem is because most commercial radio stations are too commercialized. They got to play the top songs because they think that's what keeps the listeners. Asetha, you have no idea, my dear. None. You are a superstar. You are right up there with the Judys, with the Tammys, with the Corey and the Trinas, the Asetha. You have got it. You have got it, Asetha. And I will expose as much music from you as I possibly can. There you go. This is the behind the scenes. This is what I like. Everybody tell Asetha what you thought. Tell Darcy Scott what you're thinking of this track as well. Wow. This is a great song.
Are you waiting like I've been waiting? Or do you fall?
This guy just had his CD launch there this past weekend. Jenny Mallard was actually an opening act for him. Listen to the guitar work. You betcha, Judy. Oh, imagine that. I got a song from you. Come on. I got a song from you, Judy, coming up. What? Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Brand new music Monday. That is Darcy Scott with his new CD launch there last weekend. Jenny Mallard opening up. Darcy, beautiful, beautiful song. It's called Wasted Spaces. Asetha Power in there. Nobody loves like a baygirl does. Beautiful, beautiful track from you all. The behind the scenes is up and running. Do get in on it. Do make comments to those that are online watching as well. This next artist, she has her son celebrated a birthday, 32. We're talking about Rex LaDrew. That's who celebrated his birthday. However, we've got Dolly Dunn, Wolf Milestone, Magnolia Wind, brand new music.
Like a bum on the street.
Well, if this doesn't scream country, I don't know what does.
Without your little old feet. And I'd rather be dead, dumb and stone-blind, than to know that your motives will never be mine. And I'd rather die young
Whoa.
than to live without you. I'd rather go hungry
Wow.
than to eat loaves of stew. You know it's once in a lifetime, and it won't come again.
All right, so
It's here
if you close your eyes and you listen to this song,
on a magnolia
How many can picture this song being played back in the 80s or even the late 70s? And your parents or grandparents dancing to this? I know I can. I know I can. Wow. God, I agree. The picking is incredible. Oh. Oh. And then this just hits you like a freight train. Exactly, right, Sandra? Like, yeah. It's got a West Virginia style twang. Right up your alley, Paul. Like played at country dances. On the Hayride radio show. Yeah. This sounds like it was released in the 70s. Wow. Woo. That was incredible. I like that one. Here we go. Some full rigged ship. Game of Thrones comes to mind right away. These guys are a tight band. I like this. Yeah, I agree. This is a full rigged ship. These guys are a Southern Ontario band, Dave. But he's originally from Corner Brook? Stephenville area? I can't remember. No, not from O. Just outside of O. You know, down by I answered you before. We do that a lot, don't we, eh, buddy? Answer each other's question before we finish typing it. God brings a tear to my eye, Dave. Oh. Yeah, very dark Celtic. Yeah. I do too, Lynn. Let me just see here. Yeah, John Hembry and Brent Borland. That's who it is, Brent Borland. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Okay. I'll talk about all these after, but I think you're going to recognize the voice on this one. I wonder who this is.
And also blue, 'cause deep inside my heart is aching for a need to share my story too. But like a dog that stops.
Hello, Wanda. Look at that. You just came in time for Judy's track. Love it. No, it's not Lucy. It's Judy. It's not Lucy. Hey, Lucy. Judy. It's because I go topless in the Jeep. It's the only tan part on my body. I got tan lines. No, I'm not showing you. Judy has still got the chops. I cannot wait to meet you, Judy. Cannot wait. That's going to be such a hell of a time. There's no pole in the studio, Wanda.
Just me and my shadow as the winds caress my troubled mind. I watch the moonlit night.
Oh, Jeremy, I can't wait to see everybody on stage, but to meet and to just shake her hand and give her a big hug to say thank you for all she's done musically. It's all I'm looking forward to. And having a beer with her too. Because, you know.
I want to leave behind this pain and sorrow. I want to see a bright and new tomorrow. Will you be my friend?
So just think, Judy, 2 months today is when the party is going to be in on Route 66. You're going, right? Wanda's going to try to make it there. Asetha's going to be there. Doug too, I suppose. Dave's going to try to make it out. I think we should all get a bus. Get a school bus and do the loop and pick everybody up. That could be trouble. Well, Wanda, don't you have that caravan yet? Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Judy Brazil, brand spanking new. Brand spanking new music. I don't think it's ever been heard before. Don't think it's ever been played. But it is here on the New Music Monday segment. Behind the Curtain is what it's called. She is on the behind the scenes right now, too. And she is taking all your compliments and, of course, comments as well, as we all are. We are having so much fun on the behind the scenes. You got to tune in. You got to tune in because I will be at Route 66 in Carbonear along with Dana and a list of other fantastic people. July 29th, just ahead of the George Street Festival. Oy. I'm just thinking of what's going to be going on. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. Route 66. I've been in touch with Pauline. So we're going to try and get that together, figured out the time. Full rig chip in there as well. Mist covered mountains. Brent Borland. Dolly Dunn, Wolf Milestone, Magnolia Wind, great compliments on that one. Incredible duet. Darcy Scott, Wasted Spaces, Asetha Power, of course, kicked off the night of new music. Let's go on. I want to try to get as many songs in as I can here before the time is up. Here is another brand new track. Song is called Angels Choir. This is Leo Wall on Jigs and Reels. 98.5 CKWR.
God for an angel, he saved you my way. I guess he must want you back, but I want you to stay. Well, I gave you my word.
Dave is the magic man. We talked about that last week, remember? We're going to do a track when I come down. It's going to be just all whistling. Whistling to your songs, Asetha. Yeah, Leo, here we go. Sounds like it, yeah. I talk about Dave because he's my brother. I talk about Dave because without Dave, I wouldn't have a quarter of the music that I have. I would not be sitting here playing this if I didn't have Dave in my life right now. And I know everybody that's on the behind the scenes, from Asetha to Judy to Leo to Barry to the hundreds of artists that he's done. They wouldn't be doing what they're doing either without a guy by the name of Dave Fitzpatrick. So he is the guy. And there is never a time that if I ever text him at any time, him and I, we know each other very well, even though we only met each other once. He is the guy. Now, Leo produced, if I'm not mistaken, recorded another freaking tear-jerking song. That's what I thought. He's got to write a happier song. The other one before this was I Love You, Dad. Now, Jeff, I Miss You, Dad. Thank you. See, Dave? You did it again. Telepathy, my friend. Telepathy. Wow. I know some of you out there are crying to this track. Wow. Oh, I agree, Dave. I agree. What an absolute beautiful song. Beautiful song. Oh, some more picking. Hello, Audrey Wheeler. You know, you are right. It is a country new music Monday tonight, I think. Salmon Cove. He's talking about Salmon Cove. That's where we always used to go as a kid. Is that what we're going to call it now, Country East? And it's not Newfoundland Country. We're going to call it Country Eastern, right? So you got to put the country. I like it. Yeah, I like it.
And there's a lot to be found in a Newfoundland town. Treasure every memory that this town gives. After all, it's a great place to live, and the rite of passage can be found.
Yes, she does. She definitely owns the Country Eastern. Whoa, 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 whoa. No one's having a pie eating contest without me in this, you know, the pizza pie. Where are we going to go for it? I loves me some pizza. That'd be my final meal, you know that? It'd be wings and pizza. Unlimited if I was on death row. I'd have to have it unlimited, of course. And I would go really slow. So are we going to try and do that again this year at George Street, Dougie? Oh, listen to the electric. Well, Dave, you got to come to Waterloo, and I'm going to take you to Morty's. Doug and Asetha will attest to their pizza and their wings. Don't you worry. I do, but I'm not going to have a chance to play it tonight there, Miss Reed. I got time for one more. I had 12 songs, and I'm only going to get through. I'm not even going to get through all 12 tonight. Damn it. I like it. Danny Bailey. I'll tell you in a minute, Danny. Jigs Reels 98.5 CKWR. Brand new Mike Blanchard and a song called Little Town of Newfoundland. Angels Choir. Leo Wall again, another tearjerker from that guy. I tell you, he's an amazing, amazing singer-songwriter. But that means I got time for one more here. And of course, I got to play Randy Matthews. This is a live take of a Billy Joe Shaver song. Billy Joe, who's the guy who wrote the album Honky Tonk Heroes for Whale and Jennings. We'll see what you think. This is my guy. Fun while it lasted, the last song here for the New Music Monday. And we're talking about Randy Matthews on Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR.
better one evening.
Danny Bailey, first time listener. And of course, you got to mention Miss Daly and her pussy. Cat.
Picture.
It was Ellis and Vince Coles, the Aunt Daisy. God, Dave, I know, Dave, and they're going to kick my ass. I ran out of time, man. It was either I cut one of the other songs and I didn't want to. Shit. I'm even going to be running over on this. You know what? Tell him I'm going to buy him pizza and a beer. Hello, Danielle Kelly. I'll buy him some beers when I see him in the fall. But next week, guaranteed. And this is what I'm freaking working towards come January 2024.
And it was fun while it lasted, but it didn't last long. Before we knew it,
Hello, Mr. Cheeseman.
the thrill was all gone. We both found
Yeah, 4 hours. Then I'd get all the songs in I could. Did you notice how many commercials I actually played tonight? I played one commercial. That was it. I may even have to cut this song out. Son of a bitch. We're going to continue it next week. I hate doing that. Well, let's just hang on here. Let's see. 29. Oh, I can go over a little bit. Their show is only 29 minutes. Coming in on July 27th and staying until August 2nd. So, Steve, if you're around, I'd love to come and see you. Hello, Dougie. Good night, buddy. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, July 29th, we're doing a big scoff and a big fun time at Route 66 in Carbonear, Steve. Judy's coming. Asetha's coming. We're going to try to get Dave out. Jared Waterman might be showing up. Jenny Mallard, Courtney Wicks, Ray Johnson obviously is going to be there. I know, Jim. Come on, man. I feel bad now, man. I know, Sandra. I know. Trust me. The only thing I can suggest is going on CKWR's Facebook page and frickin' start asking for it. That's all I can say. Say, hey, listen, I listen to Jigs and Reels. I would love to hear it for 2 hours. That's all I'm saying. But come January, just think, we're not going to have to worry about this. Some things are in the work. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Randy Matthews, brand new song from him. Fun while it lasted. Mike Blanchard in there and Leo Wald again. I ran out of time. Son of a gun, I ran out of time to play more music. So without further ado, I do have to wish, of course, Colleen Clark, Sammy Burridge a happy first anniversary. Colleen from the town of Hearts Desire, Trinity Bay. All right. So that is it. I know it sucks. So until next Monday night, when you hear the fables heap away, you know you're listening to Jigs and Reels for 90 minutes. Wish it was longer. So until next Monday night, may God bless you. May God bless the tropical island of Canada, known as Newfoundland. You guys have yourself a great week. Good night. Yes, and those that are online, again, I apologize. I so apologize. There were so many songs I wanted to play tonight. It freaking sucks. Sucks. You know, I tell you, that's all I got to say. So, till next Monday night, guys, I wish you all the best. Stay safe, doing whatever it is you're doing. We'll do this again all next week. See you later. Make sure and listen tomorrow. Spotify. Good night, guys.